Welcome back to another video and welcome to the review of the Chery Tiggo 8 Pro Max. Now while that's a mouthful, this car's got a lot to offer. It looks good, it's practical, it's filled with tech, and it's affordable. Now in this video we're going to take it for a drive, we're going to see what it's like, we're going to check out the performance, we're going to see what it's like from a design point of view. We're then going to look at all the tech, pricing, and then at the end I'm going to give it the GDR test. Should you get it, drive it, or remove it from the list of cars that you're looking at? Let's get into it. So, what's at the heart of this Chery Tiggo 8 Pro Max? And under the hood, you've got a 2-liter turbocharged engine putting out 187 kilowatts and 390 Newton meters of torque, which is up on the other version of this car, which is the Pro and not the Max version. And in that you only get a 1.6 liter turbocharged engine putting out 145 kilowatts and 290 Newton meters of torque. So quite significantly more power in the Pro Max version than you would normally get, and you can definitely feel it. Now in order to properly feel the power, you also then need to step it up another version into the all-wheel drive, which is what we have here. So I'm propelling the car forward with all four wheels, putting all of that power down, and you do really feel it like now. So once the car gets going, you then feel the power, but you've got to wait for the gearbox and the turbo lag and all of that to decide what it wants to do harmoniously to eventually start pushing you forward. And that's probably one of the downsides of this car for me, is the gearbox, and I think the overall symmetry between the drivetrain. Now this, putting all that power through the wheels, is a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, and it's a decent dual clutch. It's just that it's a little bit slow. So as you saw there, I was just cruising and I put my foot down to feel the power and it wasn't there. Now that could also be down to the fact that I have got the car also in eco mode. So if we try that exercise one more time, putting the car into sport. Now when I put my foot down, it's a little bit better, but it's still not significantly better, and there is still some lag. And then just like most other Chinese cars, it comes with a plethora of equipment, technology, nice to haves, bells and whistles, but no kitchen sink. Now inside the car here you've got this really nice big curved display. I say curved, but it's two 12.3 inch displays that are then curved, so it's not technically a curved display, but regardless it's really nice. The pictures are nice and crisp, the quality is good. You're able to change the modes in front of the driver, and through the infotainment you've got wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, you've got a full 360 camera system, you've got a lot of cool tech inside here, as well as having to operate your climate control to its full potential through the screen. Now they were nice enough to give you a separate touch sensitive climate control down here on the dashboard, which is nice, that you don't have to dig through the infotainment. While it is good, you can't necessarily even lean your hand on it to operate the infotainment, because then you're activating the climate control. And it was something I think I also noted inside of the Chery Tiggo 7 Pro Max. So this has stayed the same. It's not that they've given you a separate climate control, but it's still not the best user interface from a climate control point of view. Through the infotainment you're also able to operate your seats, and by I say operate your seats, that's because the seats in the Tiggo 8 Pro and the Pro Max come with ventilation and heating. They're also fully electric, so you can adjust to your perfect driving position, and you can save the seats up to 3 different drivers. So that's quite handy when you're driving or swapping between people. You can each save your different seat settings. Now some of the cool things within here is that you do also get wireless phone charging that's nicely hidden underneath this little compartment there. You've got USB-A and you've got USB-C cup holders, and then a little bit further down from that you've got your gear lever, obviously to manage your 7-speed dual clutch, and then some shortcut buttons. And a nice one here is that you've got a little volume control, so that you don't have to do it through the screen or the steering wheel, but you are able to get to it quite quickly, and some shortcut buttons to your hazards as well as your 360 camera system. Now it's always been a bit of a hack to be able to change your your brightness on these screens here at a moment's notice. Now what they've done, which is quite cool, is they've given you some shortcut buttons on the side of the driver's display here where you can change the brightness, which is really awesome, and some additional volume buttons. So they've heard us complain about the fact that there aren't enough, and now they just put the volume controls everywhere. So thank you guys. But going back to the actual display buttons that are, the brightness buttons that are here, you go and you activate them, but it only changes the brightness of the driver's display and not the infotainment, which makes no sense. Like, if I'm wanting to change the brightness of the display, I'm wanting to do both. Why would I want one bright and one non-bright and vice versa? This also comes equipped with a really cool 8-speaker Sony audio system with some good quality and some really nice sound. You get a huge panoramic sunroof that spans the entire length of the car, as well as this brown interior that comes in the Pro Max version, or the Pro Max all-wheel drive version, the one that we're in here. It comes with this brown leatherette, because this isn't a proper leather interior. None of the cars these days actually come with leather interiors, but I think I'm happy with the fact that you don't get that, but you then get better value for pricing, from a pricing point of view, because if you did have leather, the price would go up, but the fact that you don't, the prices are coming down slightly. I know if you get the entry-level Tiggo 8 or Tiggo 8 Pro, it comes with a black interior, which for me is much better. I don't know how I feel about how this brown and black kind of work together. I'm not too sure about it, but I don't know, some people might like it. But let me know down in the comments, would you rather have black over brown, or are you okay with the brown? Let me know. But you wouldn't even know that this isn't leather. The quality feels nice, it's soft and supple. So weirdly, I'm okay with that. Now, some of the other draw cards for the Chery Tiggo 8 range, other than the fact that you can get a 2-liter in the Pro Max version, is that you also get 7 seats. So you're getting a lot of practicality and a lot of space. So if you need the 2 seats and you need to put kids into the back there, you can put them up and you've got all the space that you need for the kids, and you can go on your road trips and just take extra trips with more people in the car than what you would normally do. Obviously they're too small for adults and it's a very tight squeeze back there, so I'm not even going to try and add a negative comment to that. But if you are sitting in the second row here as a passenger, you'd be very surprised, not even surprised, you'd be very pleased with the amount of space you have back there, as well as the fact that you've also got USBs in the back there, also a standard Type A and a Type C. So space and convenience inside here is actually really good. So apart from all the space in the back there, which you can also fit a full 65-inch TV in its box in the back there perfectly. So if you want to go shopping, you don't need a bakkie, you can just take this, because it came in handy with me when I went to go get one. But from a convenience point of view, it's also really good. So you've also got storage underneath the gearbox tunnel, if I can call it that, not that it is, but you've got space down here for storage. You've got quite big door bins for storage too. You've got a nice big glove box, and obviously all the space in the back. Now, I did mention that it also comes with a whole bunch of technology and it's filled to the brim with tech. Now, yes, it does have the full 360 camera system with park sensors and the whole bang shoot, but you also get a whole bunch of safety systems, and that's around 15 different driver safety systems in this car. And you'll know about all of them because they all beep at you, from the attention to assist to the lane departure. You've got lane centering, you've got rear cross traffic alert, you've got forward collision warning. The forward collision warning is actually quite a nice one. So if you're obviously approaching a car and you're not braking quick enough, it's going to warn you, and it's going to just obviously alert you that you need to brake. So I've experienced that a few times, and that's quite a nice one to have. But some of the other features, you'd come in and you'd turn them off, because otherwise they're going to beep at you the whole time. Another cool feature is that you actually get sound dampening glass, they say. Now, I haven't really noticed it to be too quiet inside here, so I'm not sure about how effective the glass is, but regardless, you've got it in here. So if you do notice a difference, or have ever noticed a difference, please let me know down in the comments. And then to talk about the pricing. So this is obviously where the Chinese make the biggest difference in the automotive sector at the moment, is because they're very affordable. Now, I've told you about all of the technology, all of the nice features, the bigger 2-liter engine, and everything that you get with the Chery Tiggo 8 Pro Max. Now, all of that comes at the price of 669,000 Rand. Yeah, all of that for 669,000 Rand. But if you're wanting to step up into the all-wheel drive version, then that's going to set you back 731,000 Rand. So It's a good 60,000 Rand for a different drivetrain, which I don't think it's going to make the biggest difference. But for me, I'd be happy with getting just the standard Tiggo Pro Max without the all-wheel drive. I think that that's going to be perfect, and you might save yourself some extra money. And for all of that affordability, you're getting some damn good looks. Now, this Chery Tiggo 8 Pro Max is a very good looking car in my opinion. I think it comes with a lot of road presence, and I think it looks good from the front. You've got this really big grille with the diamond patterns on it and all the shiny bits. Not to mention, on this new version now, you're getting an illuminated badge. So at night when you start the car, not only do you get the LED lights doing a little animation, but you also get the badge in the front that also lights up. So I think it comes with a bit of presence, there's a bit of theater to it, and I think that it looks really good. And from the rear you get the same thing, not an illuminated badge, but you also get an animated LED display of lights from the back when you lock the car or unlock the car. So it looks very nice. It's very much coming and appealing to those Audi drivers, or I can say ex-Audi drivers, because I don't think there's a lot of Audi people buying Audis anymore. But regardless, I think you're getting a very good looking car. Even from a lighting technology point of view, it looks good. From the front, it looks good. Big grille, LED lights, all of that stuff. And from the rear, you're getting quad tailpipes. So on each side of the car, you've got twin pipes. And that just adds to the sportiness that this car looks like, that it's obviously got. The 187 kilowatts, the 390 Newton meters. All of that comes with performance, and it comes with all the pops, bro. And then the fuel economy, something that these Chinese cars are getting a lot of flack for. Now, as you can probably understand, this is probably not going to be good. Now, I'll put on screen what Chery claims for the Tiggo 8 Pro Max. Now, bear in mind, this is a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. So it's not a huge engine, but it's also getting a lot of power out of it, and it's quite a heavy car. So I'm currently getting, now I probably should have been prepared for this. Now I'm currently getting around 10.5 to 11 liters per 100 Ks, which is not good. On highway trips, and specific highway trips, when I check, like I'll leave my place or my house and go to the airport, I would probably get about an 8.5 to 9 liters per 100 Ks, which is then starting to look better. But you don't always drive highway, you do combined cycles, and for a combined cycle to be close to 11 and around there, that's not good at all. But the car makes up for that with all of its other stuff and cool bells and whistles and value for money. So you've just got to weigh up, do you want all of that, or do you want good fuel economy? So you've got affordability, you've got technology, you've got good pricing, and you've got killer looks. But is it comfortable? You have to drive in this car now. Is it comfortable? And the quick answer there is yes. You're able to find a really good driving position. The seats are very comfortable. The suspension is also really good. It's dampened nicely. Even though it's supposed to be kind of sporty with the 4 pipes and the 2-liter engine, it isn't too hard or too firm. Now you can navigate through the different drive modes, and you can find whichever one you're most comfortable with. But regardless of whichever one you choose, you're going to find this to be a very comfortable car when you're driving, and all of your passengers, all 6 of them, and you, making 7, will be very comfortable in this car on any journey that you take. Now, if you're impressed by this Chery Tiggo 8 Pro Max and you want to get yourself one, then go and check one out on changecars.co.za. They're a website that sells new and used cars, but the best thing about them is that they vet and check all the dealerships that sell cars on their website, so they know exactly who they are and what they're selling. So they're always in control of the product that you're buying there. Now, Change Cars' website is also like a hub for everything automotive. So you can go and watch car reviews, you can read articles, you can even do financial things, like going to go see what you can afford through their finance calculator. And you can even bring them quotes from dealerships that aren't on Change Cars. Bring them the quote, and not only will they match the quote, but they'll beat it too. So there's a lot of cool things that you can do on Change Cars' website, and you're also going to get really good quality vehicles no matter what you choose. So go check out changecars.co.za. They're also a proud partner of Greg Dennis Reviews. And then onto the verdict in the form of the GDR test. Should you get it, drive it, or remove it from the list of cars that you're looking at? Now I'm going to say, go and get it. If you're looking for a really nice car, full of technology, affordable, you can seat 7 people comfortably, then I don't think you've got much more other options than going to go look at a Chery Tiggo 8 Pro Max. Yes, there's a lot of other cars out there that can seat 7 people, but are they going to have all the technology? Are they going to be this comfortable? And most importantly, are they going to be this affordable? And I don't think that they're going to be. I think you're going to have to compromise here or compromise there, but it's going to be difficult to find something that matches what you're getting here. So thanks for watching another Greg Dennis review. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you learned a little bit more about the Chery Tiggo 8 Pro Max, and I helped you in any purchasing decision that you were trying to make. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please really drop a like below. And if you want to see more videos like this and other car related content, like my BMW E36 328i project, then subscribe. And until then, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.